What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to fix bent rims. And I know the first thing you're going to think right now is, how do I fix a rim? I've never even thought how that's possible. You can like straighten it out. Well, it is possible, and today I'm going to show you how. First, you're going to need to know where to look, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. If you look here, it's all spokes. All of this is what you're gonna need to tighten it, because as you can see here where my hand is, if it would focus, this is like a little thing you can tighten here, and you use a special wrench to do that. You can find those wrenches on Amazon, but I'll show you in a minute. And the thing about the spokes is, you wanna see if, to test their strength, just do this. If they move a bit, you wanna tighten them. So if they move like the tiniest bit, like it's okay, except if you can feel them move very easily, you must tighten them, or else your wheel's gonna get really bent. As you can see here, I showed you at the beginning of the video, but she ain't looking good. What you're actually gonna need to do this is a truing wheel, and I'm gonna put an image on that. The things that you'll need to do this are a spoke wrench, which are pretty easy to find. Like, you can go to any bike shop and they'll have them. And usually on spoke wrenches, they'll have the usual sizes of spoke, like the little nipples is what they call the things you tighten. And you're also gonna want a truing wheel. And truing wheels are these little things that have the needles. You suspend the rim up, and then they have needles that are like this on the rim, so they can detect where you need to tighten it. You technically don't need those. I mean, you do if you want your wheel to be straight to perfection, but if you make your wheel straight to perfection, it's gonna take so much time. What I usually do is, like, my wheel's always warped, but I can make it better so it doesn't get out of control, and that's what I'm gonna show you guys how to do today. Because getting it perfect, I probably could do it, and I've done it before many times, except it takes hours. Except if you just want to be like, oh, I'm just going to do it for like 15 minutes, get it a little better, and then you'll find out it actually works pretty well. One thing you're going to want to keep in mind is, your wheel isn't going to be a circle anymore after you true it for the first time. If I show you here, if you look here, how it kind of goes up and down. It's the slightest bit and it's hard to see, except it's gonna get more oval shaped over time. I think you'll be able to see it more on my front wheel. Look, it's like going up and down, if you can see that. But yeah, I remember in the summer I got this front wheel horrible, and then now it's pretty straight. Well, I'm gonna get into it now and show you the process on how to do it. Here, this is a spoke wrench, and it should have little numbers on it, and it's gonna show you what side it is. For me, my spoke size for this are 15s, so it's right here. It looks something like this, has these little things here. They don't always look like that. Like, for instance, one cool thing I got from a bike shop I went to was this little kink BMX little key holder, if you will, and it has a little spoke wrench thing here, and it's super helpful because over here I just always have it on my belt loop like that, and it's really helpful. But anyway, I'm actually going to teach you how to tighten the wheel. So the thing you're going to want to do first is, if it's bending this way, you're going to want to tighten this way, because how spoke tension works is, the spokes pull it this way. The more you tighten it, it's going to pull it this way. And then I'm going to do a time lapse of this and see how straight I can get it to get you guys a better understanding and show you it works. So I'll roll the montage. And this is the end result. I mean, it isn't perfect, except it's definitely much better. I've actually been wanting to get to this for a while. And the thing you're going to want to measure it by is, because if you don't have a truing stand, what you can use is your fork over there, And you can use like this little part here to see how close the tire gets to here. And if it gets super close there, you wanna stop it, like spin it slowly. You stop it with your hand and then stop the bent part by your hand so your hand is on top of the bent part. You move it back whatever way it's bent to. If it's bent to the right, you tighten left. Bent to the left, you tighten right. And yeah, it's quite simple, except it is tedious because sometimes you'll make mistakes along the way. And that'll lead me into the next thing I'm gonna talk about, and that is here, you only wanna use quarter turns. If I get this over here, you wanna use quarter turns because if you just do like full rotations, tightening it a bunch, it's just gonna get out of hand and it's gonna be even worse than you left off, and you're just gonna make your wheel worse. Then that happened to me a few times, and then I just had to take my wheel to a bike shop because it was like beyond repair. So they did it and they hooked me up with like a few spokes and stuff. But yeah, only quarter turns. Say if I want it this way, like you tighten it like that, then another spoke, tighten like that, around that area, tighten 2 or 3 spokes at the same time, depending on how big the bend is and how long it is on the tire. Like if it's just like this, you'd probably want to do like 1 or 2 spokes, except if it's like the wheel bends, it's like, ooh, you're gonna want to like tighten 3 or 4. And that's really gonna help. I hope you guys found a good understanding about this. The thing I was using to suspend the bike is, you can buy these at bike shops and you can also order them on Amazon, I believe. I know that's where I got this one. I got it from Amazon. Because before, I would just be leaning over my tire trying to see where it was, and it would hurt my back really bad. So I suggest you guys get one of these. They come in around $150. They are a bit expensive, except they're much worth it. It's better than hurting your back. And they're pretty portable, like these fold in and stuff. Super important for working on your bike. The whole reason I actually made this video was, first of all, I was bored and I'm like, hey, why not make a video? It's fun, I enjoy making them. And also, just to help you guys. But one thing I noticed is, a lot of YouTubers, like when you search up how to straighten your wheel, they won't really tell you much about it. They'll just be like, tighten your spokes, and I'm like, okay, how? And then they're like, oh, tighten it this way. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I found out from some people, they're like, hey, if it's super tight on this side, and it's really bent, and you can't tighten this side anymore, you want to loosen this side, and then tighten here, except usually you won't have to do that. You can kind of buy it in. But yeah, the main reason was, I've never found a YouTube video where all of this was compacted into one video, and that's what I wanted for you guys, just so you had your best bet ready to go, so you don't have to go to a bike shop every time your wheel's all weird. It's gonna save you a bunch of money, and I actually find it quite therapeutic, just working on your bike, just fixing things, greasing things. It's really nice. But I guess that's all I have to talk about this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a good day.